Hey, what's up, guys? I'm watching this video. Pork chop. I seen this from some other people. I just want to see how it is. Let's get it. Now, this is gonna be try not to cry challenge, but I don't know. Let's go.
I used to think that pork chops and karate chops were the same thing. I thought they were both pork chops. And because my grandmother thought it was cute, and because they were my favorite, she let me keep doing it. Not really a big deal. One day, before I realized fat kids are not designed to climb trees, I fell out of a tree and bruised the right side of my body. I didn't want to tell my grandmother about it because I was scared I'd get in trouble for playing somewhere I shouldn't have been. A few days later, the gym teacher noticed the bruise and I got sent to the principal's office.
Wait, hold up. So gym teacher sends a kid to the principal's office because he got a little bruise? That's like saying if you got in by your expelled from school, man, I would have freaking punched that gym teacher in the face.
From there, I was sent to another small room with a really nice lady who asked me all kinds of questions about my life at home. I saw no reason to lie. As far as I was concerned, life was pretty good. I told her whenever I'm sad, my grandmother gives me karate chops. This led to a full-scale investigation, and I was removed from the house for 3 days until they finally decided to ask how I got the bruises. News of this silly little story quickly spread through the school, and I earned my first nickname, Pork Chop. To this day, I hate pork chops. I'm not the only kid who grew up this way.
Man, I know how it feels, dude. There's a lot of people in life who get bored like that. But I ain't gonna take no. I'm gonna give you a black eye.
Surrounded by people who used to say that rhyme about sticks and stones. As if broken bones hurt more than the names we got called, and we got called them all. So we grew up believing no one would ever fall in love with us, that we'd be lonely forever, that we...
This is deep. Like, he's saying, like, he, never got called out. Always been lonely since his childhood. Dude, people messed up.
Never meet someone to make us feel like the sun was something they built for us in their tool shed. So broken heartstrings bled the blues as we tried to empty ourselves so we would feel nothing. Don't tell me that hurts less than a broken bone. That an ingrown life is something the surgeons can cut away, that there's no way for it to metastasize, it does. She was 8 years old. Our first day of grade 3 when she got called ugly. We both got moved to the...
Wait. So people calling girl ugly? Man, if I was there, I'll be getting a freaking switch. You don't call a girl ugly. Oh, how this school runs? That's just some... Oh, that's too deep. That's sad.
Back of class so we would stop getting bombarded by spitballs. But the school halls were a battleground where we found ourselves...
Okay, I'm sorry that I keep on flying, but I know how it feels. Like all the popular kids and everybody. Like at my school, the popular kids mostly it's just the girls. Like boys are okay. Freaking girls annoying. They think they rule everything. Shoot. Yeah, in school you'll get in a lot of fights. People all think they're better than everyone else. Look, we're all the same. We're all humans. We got blood, got water, got a brain, got a heart. And you sure got feelings too. So don't think just because you're popular don't mean you got feelings.
Outnumbered day after wretched day, we used to stay inside for recess because outside was worse. Outside, we'd have to rehearse running away or learn to stay still like statues, giving no clues that we were there in grade 5. They taped a sign to the front of her desk that read, "Beware of dog." To this day, despite a loving husband, she doesn't think she's beautiful because of a birthmark that takes up a little less than half her face. Kids used to say she looked.
See, kids are wrong about that. You're judging somebody from the outside? No, it matters about the inside. Who cares? Like, so you're saying when you're older and you got a wife, people always judge it. So, if you're older and you got a wife, your wife gets hit or scratched up and she's ugly, you're not gonna like her? Bro, she's your wife. But still, anybody can have feelings. What if somebody said that to you? Tell me, what would you do in college?
Looks like a wrong answer that someone tried to erase but couldn't quite get the job done. And they'll never understand that she's raising 2 kids whose definition of beauty begins with the word mom. Because they see her heart before they see her skin. Because she's only ever always been amazing. He was a broken branch grafted onto a different family tree. Adopted. Not.
Oh, you were adopted? Man, I feel so sad when kids, they get adopted. Either their parents don't want them, or they can't have them, because either they can't pay for them, or just where they live.
Because his parents opted for a different destiny. He was 3 when it became a mixed drink of 1 part left alone and 2 parts tragedy. Started therapy in 8th grade. Had a personality made up of tests and pills. Lived like the uphills were mountains and the downhills were cliffs. 4/5 suicidal, a tidal wave of antidepressants, and an adolescence being called pauper. 1 part because of the pills, 99 parts because of the cruelty. He tried to kill himself in grade 10 when a kid who could still go home.
Okay, y'all, I know it's gonna feel bad when y'all get bullied like how he's saying about, but dude, don't try to kill yourself. That's even worse. When you may think you get away, but the people who do like you, they'll miss you too. And you'll miss them.
Mom and Dad had the audacity to tell him, get over it. As if depression is something that can be remedied by any of the contents found in a first aid kit. To this day, he is a stick of TNT lit from both ends. Could describe to in detail the way the sky bends in the moments before it's about to fall. And despite an army of friends who all call him an inspiration, he remains a conversation piece between people who can't understand. Sometimes being drug-free has less to do with addiction and more to do with sanity. We weren't the only kids who grew up this way. To this day, kids are still being called names.
That's one thing that makes me mad. Like, about kids and adults. And part of that, everybody's a kid. Like, adult, you're still a kid. You're just older and taller. Like, when people say respect, man, we're giving you respect by talking to you. Don't treat a little person just because he's smaller than you or younger than you. People are older than you.
The classics were Hey Stupid, Hey Spaz. Seems like every school has an arsenal of names getting updated every year. And if a kid breaks in a school and no one around chooses to hear, do they make a sound? Or they're just background noise from a soundtrack stuck on repeat when people say things like kids can be cruel. Every school was a big top circus tent, and the pecking order went from acrobats to lion tamers, from clowns to carnies. All of these miles ahead of who we were freaks. lobster-clawed boys and bearded ladies, oddities juggling depression and loneliness, playing solitaire, spinning the bottle, trying to kiss the wounded parts of ourselves and heal. But at night, while the others slept, we kept walking the tightrope. It was practice, and yes, some of us fell. But I want to tell them that all of this is just debris, left over when we finally decide to smash all the things we thought we used to be. And if you can't see anything beautiful about yourself, get a better mirror. Look a little closer. Stare a little longer.
Look, I know I already said that, Steve, but seriously, don't say you're not beautiful, because people are always beautiful. They got talent in every different ways. You can't call someone like idiot, ugly, dumb. But you're mature, idiot, and dumb to other people. You're being immature by saying they're immature. Don't call someone because they do what they can do. People just go on by their life. It's what they're made for. Don't be a freaking bully. Oh, I know how this feels.
There's something inside you that made you keep trying despite everyone who told you to quit. You built a cast around your broken heart and signed it yourself. You signed it. They were wrong. Because maybe you didn't belong to a group or a clique. Maybe they decided to pick you last for basketball or everything. Maybe you used to bring bruises and broken teeth to show and tell but never told. Because how can you hold your ground if everyone around you wants to bury you beneath it? You have to...
Yeah, like, keep on trying. Like, you may not matter in one thing, but you'll matter in nothing. God made you for a reason. Not for other people. You live how you want to live. Not by what people tell you to. I know you want to do good and listen to people and not get in trouble. But still, sometimes people are freaking wrong. Like, I got people saying my video's bad. And I don't care, that's what I want to do. Not what y'all want to do.
Believe that they were wrong. They have to be wrong. Why else would we still be here? We grew up learning to cheer on the underdog because we see ourselves in them. We stem from a root planted in the belief that we are not what we were called. We are not abandoned cars stalled out and sitting empty on some highway. And if in some way we are, don't worry. We only got out to walk and get gas. We are graduating members from the class of We Made It. Not the faded echoes of voices crying out names will never hurt me.
Like what he said before, you're not abandoned. You will never be abandoned. There's always somebody by your side. You just can't see him. Keep on going with your life. Don't ever stop.
Of course, they did. But our lives will only ever always continue to be a balancing act that has less to do with pain and more to do with beauty.